Are you sipping on something right now that could be secretly setting you up for excruciating pain? For many seniors, a favorite daily drink might just be their kidney's worst enemy, silently increasing the risk of developing kidney stones. You see, as we age, our bodies become more susceptible to this painful condition, and what we choose to drink plays a truly critical role. Today, we're going to identify the 5 worst beverages for seniors who are prone to kidney stones, and we'll explain exactly why they should be avoided. Number 1, sugar-sweetened cola. That familiar fizzy drink that millions of us enjoy is a primary offender when it comes to kidney health, and it's largely due to its high content of phosphoric acid. This common additive, which gives cola its tangy flavor and prevents bacteria from growing, can have a really detrimental effect on your body's mineral balance. When you consume too much of it, phosphoric acid can disrupt the way your body uses calcium. Instead of being used to strengthen your bones, calcium can be pulled from them and get excreted into your urine. This creates the perfect conditions for calcium-based kidney stones to form, a process that not only jeopardizes your kidney health, but can also weaken your skeletal structure over time. And this link between cola and kidney stones isn't just a theory, it's backed by some pretty significant scientific research. Several large-scale studies have consistently found a strong association. For example, comprehensive research has shown that people who drink 1 or more sugar-sweetened colas per day have a 23% higher risk of developing kidney stones compared to those who rarely or never drink them. That statistic highlights a direct and measurable danger, turning what seems like a harmless daily habit into a major risk factor for a painful condition. Beyond the specific risks of phosphoric acid, these sugary colas offer almost no nutritional benefits. They're often called empty calories because they provide a huge amount of sugar, usually high fructose corn syrup, without any vitamins, minerals, or fiber. This heavy sugar load contributes to weight gain and insulin resistance, both of which are separate risk factors for kidney stone formation. For seniors who might already be managing conditions like diabetes or obesity, regularly consuming these nutritionally void beverages just adds an unnecessary layer of health complications. But while cola poses a significant threat, you might be surprised to learn that other popular sodas can be even more dangerous for your kidneys. Number 2, sugar-sweetened non-cola sodas. All right, moving on to number 2. While colas are a problem, other sugar-sweetened sodas, like those fruit-flavored fizzy drinks and ginger ales, present an even greater danger to your kidney health. It's actually shocking, but studies have revealed that people who drink the most of these non-cola sodas face a staggering 33% higher risk of developing kidney stones. This risk is even higher than the one associated with colas, positioning these colorful, bubbly drinks as one of the most hazardous choices for anyone trying to protect their kidneys. The sweet, fruity taste really masks a significant threat. So, what makes them so bad? The primary culprit is their extremely high sugar content, most often delivered as high fructose corn syrup. The way our body metabolizes this ingredient actually increases the amount of calcium, oxalate, and uric acid that gets excreted into our urine. As we learned, these 3 substances are the main building blocks of the most common types of kidney stones. So when their concentration in the urine goes up, they're far more likely to crystallize and clump together into painful stones. Essentially, every can of these sweet sodas is flooding your urinary system with the very materials needed for kidney stones to grow. Furthermore, these drinks are just a concoction of artificial ingredients that offer zero health benefits and might even pose other risks. Artificial flavors and chemical preservatives are standard, designed to create an appealing taste and a long shelf life, but they contribute nothing of nutritional value. Instead, they take the place of healthier choices, especially water, which is essential for diluting urine and preventing stones in the first place. By choosing a sugar-laden soda instead of water, you're not only consuming harmful ingredients, but also missing a critical opportunity to support your kidneys. But the story doesn't end with sodas. In fact, our next category includes supposedly healthier sweet drinks that also carry a significant risk. Number 3, fruit punch and other sugar-sweetened drinks. Coming in at number 3 is fruit punch and other similar sugar-sweetened drinks. These are often marketed with pictures of fresh, vibrant fruits, which can be deeply misleading. The truth is, these beverages are rarely made from 100% fruit juice. Instead, their main ingredients are typically water and a massive dose of sugar or high fructose corn syrup with just a tiny amount of fruit concentrate added for flavor. Research has directly linked these drinks to an 18% higher risk of developing kidney stones. This risk is attributed almost entirely to the high concentration of fructose, which, as we've discussed, promotes stone formation. The excessive sugar in these drinks contributes to more than just kidney stones. It's also a major driver of weight gain and obesity. Carrying excess weight is a well-established independent risk factor for kidney stone disease, as it alters the chemical makeup of your urine and can lead to insulin resistance. For seniors who may already be struggling to maintain a healthy weight, regularly consuming high-calorie sugary beverages like fruit punch can easily tip the scales, making weight-related health issues worse and directly increasing the chances of forming painful kidney stones. Beyond weight gain, the high sugar load from these drinks can set off a chain of other negative health effects. A chronic habit of drinking sugary beverages is linked to increased systemic inflammation, a condition that underlies many age-related diseases. It can also contribute to elevated blood pressure, putting extra strain on the kidneys and the entire cardiovascular system. For seniors already at a higher risk for these conditions, adding these sugary drinks to their diet works against their efforts to manage their overall health. Now, let's turn our attention to a beloved classic, especially in certain regions, that hides a surprising 1-2 punch of risk factors. Number 4, sweet tea. At number 4, we have sweet tea. For many, sweet tea is a cherished tradition, often associated with warm hospitality and relaxing afternoons. However, this popular beverage poses a double threat to kidney health, making it a particularly risky choice for seniors prone to stones. The first and most obvious danger is its incredibly high sugar content. A typical glass of sweet tea can contain as much sugar as a can of soda. This sugar load directly increases the urinary excretion of stone-forming minerals like calcium, setting the stage for kidney stone development just as effectively as other sugary drinks. The second, and perhaps less known risk factor in sweet tea is its high concentration of oxalates. Black tea, which is the foundation of traditional sweet tea, is one of the richest dietary sources of oxalate. Oxalate is a natural compound found in many plants that binds with calcium in the urine. When oxalate levels are high, it readily combines with calcium to form calcium oxalate crystals. These are the most common type of kidney stone, accounting for about 80% of all cases. For anyone who is already susceptible, drinking large amounts of a high oxalate beverage like sweet tea is like adding fuel to a fire. This combination of high sugar and high oxalate content makes sweet tea a uniquely potent contributor to kidney stone disease. Just imagine the impact. The sugar is pushing more calcium into the urine, while the tea is providing a high dose of oxalate that's ready to bind with that excess calcium. This creates a perfect storm inside the kidneys. In fact, urologists frequently share stories of patients whose main fluid intake is sweet tea, which just underscores the real-world impact of this beverage. Now, while sugar is a clear villain, you may be wondering if artificial sweeteners offer a safe escape. The answer is not as simple as you might think. Number 5. Artificially sweetened non-cola sodas. Finally, at number 5, we have artificially sweetened non-cola sodas. For those trying to cut back on sugar, these diet drinks might seem like a guilt-free option. However, when it comes to kidney stone risk, they are not entirely off the hook. Research that has focused on these diet drinks has found a marginally significant higher risk of kidney stone formation. While the link isn't as strong or definitive as it is for their sugary counterparts, the trend is concerning enough that we should be cautious. It suggests that other components in these sodas, or perhaps the artificial sweeteners themselves, might influence urine chemistry in a way that isn't good for our kidneys. One of the main concerns with artificial sweeteners is the uncertainty around their long-term effects on the body. While they are approved as safe for consumption, the full impact of decades of regular use isn't completely understood. Some studies even suggest that certain sweeteners might alter our gut bacteria, which can influence how the body processes compounds like oxalates. For seniors, whose bodies may be more sensitive to chemical additives, a better safe than sorry approach is probably wise. Moderation is key here. Treating diet sodas as an occasional beverage rather than a daily staple for hydration is a smart strategy to minimize any potential risks. How kidney stones form. So, let's start with the basics. How do kidney stones even form? Well, kidney stones are hard deposits made of minerals and salts that form right inside your kidneys. They develop when your urine contains more crystal-forming substances like calcium, oxalate, and uric acid than the fluid in your urine can dilute. At the same time, your urine might lack the substances that normally prevent these crystals from sticking together. This creates the perfect environment for kidney stones to form. Dehydration is a huge risk factor because it concentrates these minerals, but as we're about to see, high sugar intake and specific ingredients in our drinks are also major culprits in this painful process. Why seniors are at greater risk. Now, you might be wondering why seniors in particular face a higher risk. There are several reasons for this. First, as we age, our kidney function can naturally decline a bit, which affects the body's ability to process and flush out waste products and minerals effectively. On top of that, many seniors take medications for other health conditions, and some of these can actually alter the composition of urine and increase stone risk. Finally, a reduced sense of thirst can lead to chronic, unintentional dehydration, which concentrates the urine and makes stone formation much more likely. All of these age-related changes mean that carefully selecting what you drink is a cornerstone of preventative health. Healthier beverage alternatives. So after hearing all of that, you're probably asking, what should I be drinking? The best and most important beverage for preventing kidney stones is simple: water. It dilutes the concentration of minerals in your urine, making it harder for stones to form, and it helps flush out any small crystals that do start to develop. Aiming for 8 to 10 glasses a day is a great goal. For those of you who crave more flavor, unsweetened herbal teas like peppermint or chamomile are excellent choices because they are naturally low in oxalates. Additionally, some studies suggest that the citrate in orange juice might help prevent stone formation, making it a potentially protective option when enjoyed in moderation. For seniors, making smart beverage choices is a powerful and proactive step in preventing the painful experience of kidney stones. By avoiding or strictly limiting the sugary, acidic, and oxalate-rich drinks we've talked about today, you can significantly reduce your risk and support the long-term health of your kidneys. Prioritizing hydration with safer, more beneficial alternatives is absolutely fundamental to your overall well-being. Did you find this information helpful? If so, please share it with friends, family, and loved ones who could benefit from knowing this. We also invite you to share your own experiences or ask any questions you might have in the comments section below. Your insights could truly help someone else on their health journey.